Okay, here we go. All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. In case you're in the wrong place, this is INFOcon 2024 virtual session with Drexel University College of Computing and Informatics. And today we are highlighting one of our programs here at CCI is the data science program. My name is Xue Yan. I am the Director of Recruitment here at CCI. Unfortunately, my camera is not working today, but I'm very happy to be here with you all, and we're happy to answer any questions that you might have, not only about data science program, but if you're interested in other programs in CCI, we're here to try to help as well. And I'm going to start the session just a little bit about the agenda. So we are here today for about an hour together. We're going to do very brief introductions very quickly, and then we're going to dive right into the master's degree in data science here. You will learn directly from our professor here today and learn about the program, the curriculum, the classes, and everything you need to know about the data science program here, as well as our certificate program in data science. And then I'll talk a little bit about the admissions information, about how you can apply, what kind of materials you need to submit in order to submit your application, and other things and other opportunities that we offer here as well. And then we have a little bit of time for Q&A. And as you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to put that in the chat. I will try to monitor. There's a lot of different windows open, but I'll try to get to your questions as soon as I can. All right, so I introduced myself already. I'll turn it over to Dr. Bhupesh.
Thank you, Shui. My name is Bhupesh Shetty. I've been in Drexel for more than 6 years now. I'm an associate teaching professor there. I also am an associate department head for the undergraduate affairs. I've also been the program director for data science, MSDS. I'm very happy to be here. As Shui said, this is a small group. Feel free to, unmute yourself or even put your question in the chat. We'd like to, answer any questions you may have, right? All right, that's it.
Right, wonderful. Thank you so much. So just before we start, just a little bit about CCI, about Drexel University, who we are and what kind of institution we are. So Drexel University is a Carnegie R1 research institution. In case you're not familiar, that is the highest level for higher education in the US to have. So that is the highest designation, and that just means that the activity for academic research is very active, and we are also spending the level of expenditures on academic research is also very high. So if that is something you're interested in doing, maybe doing research or thinking about the topic you want to research, is certainly a good place to start. CCI is one of the few colleges in the US that has both the Department of Computer Science and the Department of Information Science, which is really rare. There are many different universities out there, but it's hard to see universities having both together. So what that means is that you are really able to take advantage of all the courses, the faculty members we have here, but also the interactions between you and your peers, learning from each other and being able to find the intersection between two different departments really enriches your experiences here at Drexel. And then, of course, there are many different ways for you to study. There are many areas to study. We offer lots of flexibility for whichever program you choose to study. And Drexel is also very famous for having co-op, which is really great for students who are pursuing a master's degree or a certificate degree, where you're able to have that practical experience working in industry and learning by doing and being able to bring that experience back to the classroom and vice versa, right? So you're really able to incorporate that into part of your learning experience here at CCI. Just a little bit more since we're today talking about data science, about the career prospect, right? What are some of the needs for data scientists? As you can see on the left-hand side is number 6 for data scientists. It certainly is some of the best jobs right now, and there is a market for it. There is a demand for it. So if you're interested in data science, you're certainly at the right place. And you can see on the right-hand side is also one of the highest, fastest growing professions as well, looking at the rate and employment rate for that field. So certainly if this is something you're interested in, you want to step into the career, or you already started in the career, you want to deepen your knowledge, it is a good place for you to start here. And I'll turn it over to Bhupesh and talk about the master's degree we have here.
Thank you, Shui. All right. So I'll try not to read through the whole slides because you all can read, but I'll just highlight some of the important points. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd like it to be more interactive than me giving a lecture. That's what I usually do, but I don't want to do it again now. All right. Just let's try to make it as informal as possible. Just to add to the first point, we are a very dynamic and interdisciplinary program. Just to give you an idea, I am an electrical engineer. I have my colleagues who are from physics department. We have people from, computer science, of course. Then we also have people from human computer interaction. We have information science. So we have like all different backgrounds, and that doesn't happen in many fields. I mean, data science is like a unique field in that respect, right? And it's also we have designed this program for students like you to become leaders in this exciting field. We have we give importance to the foundation, and of course the applied training, and people who are interested in computational problem solving skills, they can design their data science program in that direction, and you'll soon see more details in the next few slides. And we are mainly four fields. One is the foundation. Then we also have machine learning, then big data analytics, and data engineering. So you can select the courses under these four major areas, and then get your degree. As Shui mentioned, graduate co-ops are available, and it helps you in getting your full-time job after your degree as well. Shui, could you go to the next slide? Thank you. All right. So who should apply? Of course, I mean, people who are interested in data science, who are interested in learning about different data science methods, or if you are interested in developing, tools and algorithms, right? And it's not like just one set of people. So the way our program is, designed is such that you can, build your own, direction, right? So people who are interested more in computational, you can select courses to, go in that direction. Or if you are somebody who wants to solve data-centric problems and communicate them to a diverse, set of people, that's a program for you. Or if you want to learn more about, the efficiency and accuracy of different models that we can use, and how do you make it fair, right? And how do you what kind of models are transparent, what kind of models are not, right? All these different decisions you can get some experience and also learn. Again, please ask any questions you may have. Feel free to unmute yourself and talk. As I said, I don't want it to become like a lecture, right? So you can see like mainly we have 15 courses for MSDS. So that's like, each course is a 3 credit hour. So it's like 45 credits. So 4 are required core courses. I'm going to show you those 4 courses in the next slide. Then you can have 6 elective courses. Remember, I told you about the 4 different areas. So in each area, you can select two or one course. So there is a lot of flexibility in that. And then you have three general electives where you can take courses outside CCI as well, as long as it is relevant to the data science area. All right. And then finally, you have two required capstone courses. This is the course where you apply the concepts that you learn in class and apply this in real world projects, right? So that's the two required capstone courses. So these are our required core courses. As you can see, they help you in understanding how to acquire data, how to process data. Then there is another course 521, which helps you then analyze that data that you acquire, right? And then help you in interpreting that and also using various tools, right? And most of these courses are mainly taught in Python. So if you have some background, it's good. Even if you do not have background, so we have, uh, you know, uh, refresher Python courses, or there are other courses that can help you build this programming skills as well. Then you have applied machine learning for data science. That's another required. Cloud computing, as you know, with big data, uh, you know, almost everything that we do is on cloud, right? So that's an important course. Then the two real world projects. So that's the capstone 1 and 2. So we have divided our courses into these four different areas. So foundational electives, you can see, I'm not going to read all these names, but you can choose any two of them. Okay. Then we have machine learning. Again, the nice thing about our program is if you are someone who is interested in more applied thing, you can choose two of the applied courses here, right? So maybe you would choose, applications of machine learning, or you choose recommender systems for data science, right? So more applied. Or if you are someone who really wants to learn more about like the inner working of these algorithms, maybe you'll choose CS613, that's machine learning, right? Or CS615, that is deep learning. So you have a lot of options and flexibility in choosing the courses that you want to study. The same way, right? In big data analytics, you can choose any one of them, right? So if you are someone who wants to learn more about cloud technology, yes, you can do that. Or if you are working with a lot of social networks, like social media data, or any kind of network data, right? So maybe social network analytics is your course that you need to take. So our advisors are well versed in all this, or always there is program director of the data science program that can also help you guide in taking the courses that make the most sense to you and your goals. Right? And then finally, you have data engineering elective too. So if you want to learn more about database, more about data structures, foundations of data, all these different options you have, you can choose for the program. Right? And remember, and in addition to this, you also have general electives that you can take outside the college that can, bolster your foundations even further. In addition to the data science program, we also have certificates. We have certificates in different areas. And another nice thing about certificate is these are what we call, what is the word, Shui? We can
Like
put them
stackable.
together.
Yes.
Stackable. Yes, that's the word. So you can stack them together and you can get your master's degree as well. And that's how these certificates are designed. So you can see the machine learning for data science, you can choose any of the four courses, you have this certificate. Then show you the next one. Then you have big data analytics. Again, you can see that all of them are like four courses at least, right? So you can see like if you take three courses or three certificates, you get 36, and then add the two required capstones, you get those two, and then there will be one more course and you're, you get your MSTS degree as well. Or if you're someone who you do not want to get into the degree, but like you want to understand a little bit about data science, so you can choose certificates in that case as well. Or if you want to try out our program and try certificate first and see if that's really something that you do, and then you can use this certificate to build your master's program as well. Okay, so this is the data science foundations. You can see all these courses are more foundational in nature. And if you are someone very new to this area, that maybe this is a good certificate for you to start with. Right? I know I finished it quickly so that I can answer any questions you may have. So again, we are here for Q&A as well.
Perfect.
Shui?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Yes, I agree. If there's any questions, please feel free to put in the chat. We really want it to be as interactive as possible, and we'll leave plenty of time for Q&A later as well. So just a little bit about admission process, like what is needed to submit an application and what does it look like? It's a fairly straightforward process. As you can see here, all the bullet points are the required materials for you to submit your application. Your completed application form, which you can find on the Drexel application portal, just to make sure you're selecting the right program that you're applying to. We're looking for a 4-year bachelor's degree or equivalent from which depends on where you're from, depends on what kind of education system you're coming from. Typically, we're looking for a GPA of 3.0 out of 4.0 or equivalent, depends on what kind of curriculum, what kind of grading scale you're coming from. Of certainly your official final transcripts from all the universities and colleges that you have attended. You can either directly send your official transcripts to us, to Drexel, or you can also do a course-by-course transcript evaluation from a NACES approved agency. So for example, WES, if you're already doing that, if you're applying to multiple universities, that is something you can do as well, instead of directly sending your official transcripts. Either way works, we accept both. We require one letter of recommendation that can either coming from your professor, could be academic, or if you have been working for a while, that can also be coming from your employer, your supervisor, your colleague. We usually recommend two because you never know, these kind of letters usually takes a while. Your professor or your supervisor might have a lot on their plate, so it might take a while for them to get to you. So we usually recommend two letters of recommendation. And then statement of purpose is really just an essay and a space for you to talk about your interests and your motivations, and especially why applying to this program at Drexel CCI, right? What is the match that we usually like to say in admissions? Why this program in particular and how this program can help you accomplish the goals, either as professional or academic, that you're trying to accomplish. And last but certainly not least, your current resume, just to learn a little bit more about your academic journey as well as your professional journey. In addition, if English is not your first language, you need to demonstrate English proficiency. If you have already attended a university, if you, for example, earned your bachelor's degree from institution where English is the primary instruction language, then you don't have to submit any of the English testing. If you don't, we accept all of these different kind of English testing, for example, TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, and here are the minimal scores here listed as well. If there's any special circumstances you want to just to talk us through about your journey, feel free to send an email to me or my team. We're happy to take a look and see if we can give you a waiver instead. And application deadlines. So for winter term, which starts, the classes will start in January 6th in 2025. There's still a little bit of time if you're a domestic student applying, which is December 1st to submit an application. If you're thinking about maybe applying next year, you're already planning ahead to start in fall 2025, which class usually starts around the end of September 2025. Your application deadline would be mid-July, so like July 15, 2025. So if you're planning ahead, you have plenty of time. If you're thinking about start soon, you can like apply maybe right now until December 1, which is the application deadline for domestic students. And of course, any questions that you may have, we're here for you. I also listed our information here. If you have any admissions questions about anything, materials, requirements, deadlines, feel free to reach out to us. I have my email here. I have my team's email here as well. Since we have reached the end of the presentation component, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And we'll see what kind of questions you have. I got a couple questions on the chat. So thank you for that. There are a couple students interested in PhD programs. But what other things do you have in mind? Like, I think it's a great that we have a small group here, right? So feel free to unmute yourself, raise your hand or put in the chat. Anything works.